Hello, my name is Randy Westmoreland, and I am the principal tubist for the Saginaw Bay Symphony Orchestra, a position which I have held since 2011. I live in the Lansing area with my 2 teenagers, our 3 dogs, and our 5 cats. In addition to Saginaw Bay, I am also the principal tubist for the Warren Symphony Orchestra, and I frequently perform with several orchestras in the region, including the Lansing Symphony Orchestra, the Flint Symphony Orchestra, the Midland Symphony Orchestra, and the Toledo Symphony Orchestra. My educational background includes a Bachelor of Music Education degree from Michigan State University, a Master of Music Performance and Literature degree from the University of Notre Dame, and I am ABD, or All But Dissertation, for my Doctor of Musical Arts degree from the University of Missouri, Kansas City. In addition to my music performance work, I am also an active music educator. I teach various subjects, including applied tuba and euphonium, chamber music, brass pedagogy, and large ensemble coaching at Hillsdale College and also at Alma College. I won my position with the SBSO by means of an audition. An orchestral audition is not something that happens every day, especially for tuba players, or tubists as we are officially known. One reason for that is while there may be dozens of violinists in an orchestra, there is only one tuba player. And once a player wins that position, they tend to hold on to it for a very long time. In the Detroit Symphony Orchestra, for instance, the orchestra was founded in 1887, but they are only on their 4th tuba player. When an audition is held by the SBSO, a repertoire list is issued to interested applicants. This list contains excerpts or specific measures from the orchestral music catalog. The list will usually also require a solo work to be performed. This sometimes is a specific work to be performed by all the auditionees, or it may be a solo chosen by the individual player to showcase their particular musical strengths. The audition is usually held in 2 or 3 rounds, depending on the number of auditionees. In Saginaw, each round is held behind a screen to ensure anonymity and fairness. The audition is run by the personnel manager, who answers questions the auditionees may have, determines the order of players, guides the musicians onto the stage, and is the medium between the auditionee and the audition committee. The audition committee is comprised of the music director and various experienced members of the orchestra. Each member of the committee takes notes on each player, who are only identified by a randomly chosen number. Some of the aspects of playing that the committee is listening for include rhythm, intonation, tone quality, and contextual familiarity with the excerpt, but especially musicality. Choosing a new member of the orchestra is very difficult. Every player has strengths and weaknesses, and only one person can win the position. One of the most important steps to winning an orchestra audition is having a good practice regimen. One of the best ways to hear what you need to work on is to record yourself. I'm going to brag and say that I have uploaded practice videos to my Instagram account every day for over 1,200 days. But practice needs to be a very methodical thing for progress to happen. Here is a video demonstration of me breaking down a very famous tuba excerpt, Wagner's Ride of the Valkyries. Warning, it isn't perfect, it's practice. I started my musical journey playing the trombone in my school band late in 5th grade. After about 1 year, I switched to the tuba, not because it is such a beautiful instrument like you would probably think, but for the reason most 6th graders do things, because my friend did it. The first tuba I played was actually a sousaphone, an instrument developed by John Philip Sousa, which is the large brass or fiberglass instrument which wraps around you for ease of carry. You mostly see sousaphones in marching band situations. There are 4 different keys of tuba: the B flat, C, E flat, and F tubas. The key of a tuba is determined by the length of the instrument. The largest tuba, the B flat, is about 18 feet of tubing. The smallest tuba, the F tuba, is about 12 feet long. Either way, that's a lot of plumbing. I play the contrabass tuba in C for most of my orchestral work, but I also play the bass tuba in E flat for a lighter sound. You can hear me play the E flat tuba in the blooper reel at the end of this video. The sound of all brass instruments is made by buzzing the lips, faster for high notes or slower for low notes. Here is a slow-mo video of what's happening inside the tuba mouthpiece. The tuba is a relative newcomer to the musical instrument world. The first tubas were produced in the mid-1830s in Germany after the invention of the valve. This means that so many composers such as Bach, Mozart, and Beethoven were denied the privilege of writing music for the tuba. In order for tuba players to play Renaissance, Baroque, or classical music, we have to do some borrowing. Here is a short video of me borrowing the first violin part from J.S. Bach's Brandenburg Concerto No. 3. It took many decades for the tuba to get the respect of composers as a solo instrument. The first major tuba sonata was written by Paul Hindemith in 1949. The first major tuba concerto was written by Ralph Vaughan Williams in 1956. This next piece I'm going to play was written by Hungarian composer Jenő Takács in 1967. It is scored for tuba and piano and is entitled Sonata Capricciosa. The Saginaw Bay Symphony Orchestra has been creating magical and memorable experiences through the power of symphonic music in the Great Lakes Bay region for 85 seasons. Along with the other arts organizations in our community, we ask you to consider continuing to support the SBSO through this extraordinary and challenging time. Like you, we are saddened that we cannot gather together and let the music lift our hearts and minds during these trying times. We have always been able to depend on the generosity of our patrons and audiences and we need you now more than ever to continue our mission of creating magical and memorable experiences through the power of symphonic music. Due to our inability to hold live performances, our ticket sales have dramatically decreased our yearly revenue. I urge you to generously donate to our 85th Anniversary Fund in order to ensure that we continue providing you with exceptional symphonic music for the next 85 seasons and beyond. I look forward to seeing you soon at the Temple Theater.